Hi there, Robin here from Expert Island, and today we're looking at some Kenwood marine audio. Now, we've got two pieces on the counter because I want to also show you this, the KCA-RC55MR. Now, I don't look at the model number a lot, but I have this in our board, and we sell a lot of them because they work on all the Kenwood models. So you don't have to buy exclusively the top-end pieces to get their full display remote control. Now, that being said, we're going to slide this over here to the side, and we're going to take a look-see at this one. Now, there's the KMR-D372BT, which is what we have here, and there's also a D322BT, which doesn't have CD player on it. They're virtually identical units. We'll save that one for a different review, but we're going to cover this one here because it has CD and all the other features on it as well. So many features that I have to read them off the back of the speaker because there's that much going on here. Now, one of the big exciting things I like about this, it has an app with it. So you can download, it's a Kenwood app, proprietary for their products, which is really nice. You can use it on an Android or on an iPhone. You can even use it on a tablet. So it makes it easy to interact with the unit. So you're not just pairing off to it to play your music. You can get the control features and functionality of the actual radio. Some of the other exciting things about this radio is the setup. It's got a lot of dynamic EQing going on, and they also they take the advantage of the fact that there's at least 4 speakers on the system, so it can take the sound, instead of just having it bass and treble, we can create a larger and smaller and tighter, and we can elong the sound in the boat. We can really make it sound a lot better than it is, so they can really, lots of adjustments for that, all built into the unit. So you're paying a little bit more than an economy type radio, but in the mid-price range, these guys are awesome. I mean, if you're looking between the $100 and $200 price points, you should be looking at this kind of stuff here. Really exciting stuff. Now, this is the list of all the crazy stuff that goes on with this thing. So, of course, made for iPads, iPhones, also made for Android, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Sirius XM, ready, so you can buy that interface. Of course, it's got Bluetooth on it. It's got a colored screen on it. It's got, yes, multiple language for menus. It's got a rapid charger built in for your phone, and it has stuff like an Android drive, so you can actually plug in your USB from your phone to the unit and play your music and organize it all that way as well. It's got wired remote option, which is what we're talking about here. And it also has a another option that allows you to have just control options on the wheel, but that's what you want is this unit here. Preamp Outputs, it's got a MOSFET amplifier. So basically it's got a small brick amp built inside of the actual unit. So that really helps. So what we've got, it also talks about all the EQing options on it. It's got a 13-band equalizer that you can literally dial through if you don't take a preset. You can do that. It's got loudness control and at variable gain levels. It's got bass boost on it. That's true at different levels as well, so you can choose the type and size you want to have. Of course, MP3 with tagging. It also plays the Windows media files. It plays AACs. It plays M4As. It plays FLAC, which FLAC. I mean, nice part is, for some other units we get called and said, oh, well, I put my USB stick in there, or I tried playing this song off of the unit and it's not playing. And I always have to tell people that you got to get back to MP3. So you got to take whatever you have and get it into MP3. With this one here, put the music on a stick, get it in here, boom, it's going to play. So that's really nice. So if you're looking for ease of use and a crazy amount of toys on a head unit, this is really a fun way to go. So they don't rely on a built-in microphone to work for you. They actually give you a full-on microphone that plugs into the unit, so you can use it for speakerphone. Wiring harness, all tagged, ready to go. Everything's all labeled up for you. They even have steering wheel options on it because some people use this in side-by-sides, quads, trucks. There's no real reason why you couldn't. You can also use this in a car, so you can do all that. On the actual cardboard are the release keys for it. They put them right there for you, so you can slide them out when you need them. And there's a nice book. Comes with all the features, covers everything for you. So there we go. Put that aside. Styrofoam there. It's got some good weight to it. They try and stick with a neutral color, so they didn't go white or black. They went with a brushed metal finish to it. It's all plastic, of course, but it's all brushed metal look to it. Turn it around again. We've got our button layout down at the bottom, full color display here. We've got our main volume and OK enter button here. Real important, you know, you've got so many sub menus on here, so you can really play around with it. They have a return button so you can get back, and then the power button you hold down for a second or two and it powers up. Everything else is done through the menu, so there's not an awful lot of things to look at here. It does have a little door at the end behind that smoked acrylic, which gives us our USB and auxiliary input. Another neat feature, this unit, you can have two phones paired off to it as primaries, which means you can take phone calls from either phone just by, you know, accepting it. Then you can have up to 5 media player phones, so everybody in the boat can be paired off to this unit for playing music. Again, really crazy to put all that into a unit, but they do all that. And then we look at the back side. In my hand is the controller interface. When we unplug that, we'll take a look at how that clips into here. Then we've got, this is for our microphone connection off to the side. And then we've got all our RCAs. Now, they label them all for us, so we're going to read them off. So they put the subwoofer inputs at the bottom, so we're going to start with our left-right fronts, left-right rears, and then at the bottom we've got our sub. So that's all set up right there. If you had an XM Sirius interface, that would plug into here. And our harness plugs in at the end here, built-in fuse right next to it. Heat sink right in the middle because this thing's going to exhaust all that extra heat that's being built up inside. So this is sold separately. So all the parts are actually sold separately, so you get the actual controller, this guy here, which displays everything that displays, all off of this unit. Then you get the ability, once you plug it in, to control everything, including the volume. They make 2 versions of this. Now, we like to always have the one with the display on it. So when you have the display on it, you get to see what's going on in the unit, where the other one's pretty much just blind. Mounting screws and hardware are all in the box. And then basically this is it. You get a pin jack. Now the cable that comes included is only 3 feet long. So they do sell an extension for it. So you just want to keep an eye out for that. All the parts are sold separately. And then these 2 pieces just basically plug together. As soon as you do that, power off the unit, power it back on, and it'll recognize this and incorporate everything going on. You can do everything from turn it on and off, to radio, to all the Bluetooth functionalities, to the menu. Everything is all displayed here as well as here. Makes it really nice and easy to use. So that covers everything on there. So again, Kenwood, really loud, very reliable, very fun to use. Like I said, for the price point, if you like to have toys on your radio and you want to have something that you can really dial in the settings and you can get it to be exactly the way you want. You're not compromising when it comes to sound, because you can do it all with this unit here. So plugs in well, plays well with all different types of amplifiers, goes good with that. If you're just going to run it off some speakers and you're buying some speakers and you want some speakers that are really great for clarity and great for bass, because you're not going to have a sub or anything else, and you're just planning on running it off the radio, Kenwood has their own speakers to go with it, the KFC1653MRB, which also comes in white if you prefer. They're a 6.5-inch speaker. They're easy to install. They give you the full plate template cut out in the back. You're replacing your old speakers. Just measure them screw to screw, 6.5-inch, then go ahead and buy these. You really can't go wrong with a set of Kenwood speakers in your boat, especially when you're putting it against this unit here. So there you go. Well, we'll take these out on a different day. But I just wanted to talk about this head unit a bit because, like I said, really great. And the fact that you can buy this head unit without the CD player and save a couple of bucks. If you don't need CD player, you don't need CD player. And remember, that's so where this one is called the KMR-D372BT. The one without CD player is called the 322BT. Just change the 7 into another 2, and you'll be looking at that. Lighter, because you don't have CD player. That certainly does gobble up a lot of the weight on these things. The amplifiers gobble up the weight. So there you go. And those units tend to be a little smaller again because we don't have that whole CD mechanism going on in there. Anyways, you've been watching Expert Island. My name's Robin, and if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, please, and we always take a review and see what's going on there. Also, if you like the video, let us know, give us a thumbs up so we're heading in the right direction, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, thank you very much. Again, Robin, see you soon. Thank you. Bye now.